Shalom, shalom. Peace, 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 family. My queen already in the building, I see. All praises, all praises. Y'all climb on in. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Climb in. Let me know if y'all can hear me and everything. I was having difficulties signing in. So let me know if I'm live on Facebook, on my blue check Facebook, and on my YouTube. Let me know if I'm live on all three of the platforms, and we're going to get everything started. Shalom, shalom. Y'all climb on in here. We got some things to talk about. What I labeled this video is your missing links to your healing. I really want to discuss the missing links today because all these questions we got is all for real talking about the same thing. So a lot of people got a lot of questions that they've been asking. I know we've been super busy. We doing a lot of things at once, traveling, doing seminars. Literally mailing out hundreds of packages, working on the clinic. It's a whole lot of stuff we doing at one time. So I know it seems like that y'all can't get in contact with me all the time, but notice it don't never take more than 72 hours when somebody get back to y'all. And just because y'all can't talk to me don't mean that y'all can't talk to the staff. When y'all on the website and y'all sending out them messages, 99.9% of the time y'all not even speaking to me. Y'all speaking to the trained up staff that that know how to communicate with y'all and they can tell you about your bodies just like I can. So we trying though, family. We trying. It's just a lot of our people are so sick. A lot of our people need our help. So that's the reason why I'm teaching y'all this information. That's the reason why I'm giving this information away for free. And that's the reason why for real, it's very, very important that y'all learn these things yourselves. That way y'all can truly start healing yourself. I cannot be a teacher if I'm not giving away the information. Any herbalist that's keeping back the knowledge, any herbalist that's keeping back the information, any herbalist that's keeping back the actual herbs and the methodology on healing is not a herbalist or is not a healer at all. He's a self-centered, selfish bastard. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want to be that because y'all truly have to heal yourselves. I don't know if Yahweh gonna grant me breath tomorrow. Anything can happen. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why we give the information out like we do. So I just want y'all to truly understand how busy I am. I'm not exaggerating when I say I'm busy. I'm not lying to y'all. None of that. I'm truly busy. I'm always doing something for y'all. So keep that in mind when it take a few days to get back to y'all. All right. Shalom, shalom. Y'all climb on in. Climb on in. We got some things to discuss today. I most definitely got a lot of questions. I'm going to try to get through all of them. It's a lot of them, so I'm going to try to get through all of them. If I can't get through all of them, I'm going to make sure I'll be back either Tuesday or sometime next week, Yahweh Razon, which means Yahweh willing, and we can finish off the questions. Y'all climb on in. Y'all key, when are you coming to NYC? Ain't nobody booked me out there yet. Somebody booked me out there. I'll most definitely be out there, my brother. I'm saying Midtown Manhattan was like my second home when I was doing music. So I love New York. I love New York. So if somebody booked me out there, I'll be out there. We're gonna be in Detroit pretty soon though. So we should be in Detroit within a few months. Man, we got a lot of places that's up, that's people that's booking. So I'll let y'all know. I'll keep y'all updated. Oh, and again too, the book, my book, the site on the book, everybody want to know my book list. That's going to be up, and all the herbs that I use, every herb that I use, all of y'all key recommended herbs is going to be up on the site by Friday, y'all. So let's get this thing started. Help. Those bitters were no joke. Any suggestion how to keep them down? What we've been telling a lot of people to do, K Franks, we've been telling a lot of people to take them in shots. So now, whenever you buy a lot of liquids from us, the Yaki Awaken shot glass actually comes with the herb. So now you can start shot glass and everything up. Just have you shots of some bitters, shots of the tinctures. You can put all your tinctures into one shot glass, take them back, knock them back. But these actually comes in most of our packages now. So if the bitters are too strong, make sure you don't cook them as long. You know what I'm saying? Cut the time in half. Instead of 25 minutes, do 15 minutes. And then instead of taking 8 ounces, do 4 ounces. If 4 ounces too much, you can't keep that down, go down to 2. But never go under 1.5 though. You're going to be wasting everybody's time. Mine, yours, and everybody else's. All right. I'm glad all y'all in here. Let's get this started. Shushana, Hava, Shalom, Shalom, Queen. Elder said, I take them in shots and bite in the key line. That's right, Elder. See, Elder Rufus will get y'all straight. He take them 3 bitters like a strong man. All right, let's get it, y'all. All right, so the first question is this, y'all. And if y'all got any questions after we get done with this, any questions after we get done with the questions that people ask inside the website, I can answer like 5 of them. All right. All right, it says, hi, my name is Blase Blase, but I go by Blase Blase. You know, a lot of people don't want me to mention their name, so I won't. It says, you can call me either one. Anyway, my mother have stage 4 cancer. All right, so we're dealing with somebody with stage 4 cancer. So basically, stage 4 cancer is when the cancer became so chronic that the cells are just constantly mutating, and the immune system is not fighting off the mutation at all. All right, so, or they say it's spreaded, which they don't spread at all. No, there's no such thing as that. It says stage 4 cancer. She is having a hard time going to the bathroom and eating. I tried making her smoothies, but she barely drinks them. She checked herself out of the hospital because she didn't feel safe and I didn't want her there either. We feel helpless. You don't need to feel helpless, brother. We right here. We're gonna help you. We're gonna help you. My dad is trying his best to take care of her, but this is hard on us all, especially her. She lost so much weight and it take her days to use the bathroom. She pees blood and it's heartbreaking. So what right now I can tell you, since she got cancer and she's urinating blood, we know it's her kidneys down. All right. So my thing is, where's her cancer at? Why is her bowels blocked up? That's what we need to learn and understand. Where's her cancer actually at? Is it in her stomach? Is it in her colon? Is it in her intestines? That way we know if it's the cancer or the tumor stopping her from using the bathroom, or is it just that she's blocked up interstitially? You see what I'm saying? It says, this woman is my life and I need to help her. They gave her 6 months to live. Don't ever go by what they tell you. Don't ever go by their titles or nothing like that. That's their word sorcery. They trying to speak death on her. Don't go by that. We don't go by their terminology or their dates. They don't know what Yahweh got in store for your mother. All right. It says, this woman is my life and I need to help her. They gave her 6 months to live, but the doctors or legalized drug dealers, yes, they are, who don't care about our people. No, they don't. Just the money. You're correct. I can't stand them. I can't stand they lying asses either, brother. I feel they poisoned my mother and left her to die. That's exactly what they do when they give her all these chemotherapy and give them radiation shots. And if you actually look at chemotherapy and radiation, it's literally at 3.2. It used to be 2.5. Now, since they've been getting their asses sued and a lot of people been complaining about it, they took out a lot of the nitrogen base that's inside and the hydrogen that's inside of this chemotherapy and radiation. So now it's at a 3.5 on a potential hydrogen scale, but that's still enough to burn a hole in the concrete. 3.5 on a potential hydrogen scale, that's still more than Coca-Cola, meaning it's more than battery acid. It will burn through you. And all inflammation is things that's inflamed, things that's burning. All cancer is things that's inflamed, things that's burning. Uncontrollable mitosis, or the burning or the destruction of cells due to parasites, of course, too. So notice, why would you treat cancer or try to heal cancer with things that burn is going to cause more cancer? It makes no sense whatsoever. And that's why I be trying to tell everybody that we're healing on a healing journey. Like, it's best that if you don't get treated with a chemotherapy nor a radiation, because now it's going to be harder work, because we got to go inside of the kidneys. We got to get inside of the liver just to clean out all of this medication and these pseudo pharmaceuticals that they've been giving you to even get you healing. So now we got to work hard on the herbs and literally aiming towards each of the cells of the body to pull out all the foreign chemistry they gave you, plus trying to get rid of all the cells, open up the lymphatic system, getting the kidneys filtrating right. You know what I'm saying? And God forbid they ain't take none of your lymph nodes, because that's the way the body cleanses itself anyway. All right, it says, I feel they poisoned my mother and left her to die. I knew this was going to happen, which is why I didn't want her to go in the first place, but she wouldn't listen to me because I don't have a doctor degree. I don't have one either, brother. It says, but she is starting to listen to me now. Hallelujah. I need help. What can I give her to make her go to the bathroom and get her appetite back? Well, first thing we have to understand The reason why she don't have a appetite is probably because all that chemotherapy and radiation they give you, that's actually an appetite suppressant. You don't want to eat nothing after that. You feel all weak and it shoots down the adrenal glands. Whenever the adrenal glands literally get burnt up by this radiation and chemotherapy by way of the liver too, what happens is that adrenaline start pumping and the body go into fight or flight. Now, whenever the body go into fight or flight, this is going to automatically shut down the reproductive system. This is going to automatically shut down your digestive system, because your body is worrying about survival. Your body is worrying about living. It's not worrying about eating. It's not worrying about having sex and reproducing. It's not worried about sticking anything down its throat to get phytonutrients. You in fight or flight mode. Now, notice what these things does when your body get introduced to forming chemistry. Your body is not stupid at all. So it automatically look at the chemotherapy, look at these pseudopharmaceuticals that they giving her to calm her pain down, and you know, all these different synthetic hormones to make her feel happy and stuff, to keep her, basically to keep her from acknowledging that they're killing her. That's what they're doing. So these things suppresses the adrenal glands, and the adrenal glands is very, very, very important when it comes to the human anatomy of the body. I mean, very important. This is where all of your hormones come from, your steroids come from, your salts come from, most of your phytonutrients and your trace nutrients utilization, everything. So once them adrenal glands get hit, the body automatically go into fight or flight. But when the body go into fight or flight and this adrenaline actually get produced by the adrenal glands, it fire off in each cell. So the cell starts shutting down things that it don't need because it needs to survive. So it's not going to be worried about eating. It ain't gonna, you might be hungry, but you ain't gonna have the urge to eat anything. It's gonna completely stop your bowels and stop your digestive system. How do you think your digestive system work? What that villi inside your stomach, how does that move? How do your digestive system get the gravity to pull on all of that waste and bring it up to the ascending colon, to the transverse colon, out of the rectum? All of that is by way of what? The adrenal glands. Because remember, the adrenal glands is control of the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. This is your autonomic nervous system, family. See, you don't have to truly focus. If you have a good digestive system and you're not in fight or flight mode, you don't have to focus on going to the bathroom. You see that? Because your autonomic nervous system is going to handle that for you. Just like you don't have to focus on breathing. Your autonomic nervous system is going to handle that for you until what? Until them adrenals get shot. Once them adrenals get shot and them adrenals go plummeting down, then notice you have digestive problems, you have cellular constipation, you have breathing problems and everything else. Plus, it's this medicine that they giving her. All of these are neurotoxins, or what we call adrenal suppressives. That's what they are, all of them, neurotoxins and adrenal suppressive, and that's what's going on. That's the reason why I do not recommend anybody taking any of those pharmaceuticals. The allopathic university, or what we call doctors, they're good for surgeries. You get shot, I'm not going to be no extremist. I'm not going to sit here and bleed out to death. I'm going to go and let them pull my bullet out and sew me back up. But if I got cancer, I got HIV, if I catch any of these diseases or these parasites that's connected to these damn viruses, I'm not going to the doctor, because they are not treated. They're not taught to heal you. They're taught to suppress your symptoms. They're taught, that's what they taught to do. Suppress your symptoms, milk you for your money, and then back a claim on your insurance once you're dead and get paid off your death. That's what they do. I mean, that's what they do. All right. So it says, so basically he's looking for how to get her to go to the bathroom. The first thing you have to do is you need to talk to her. Make sure you praying with her. Make sure you calming her down. That way her body is not in fight or flight. Okay. Now we need to literally go after them adrenal glands and them kidneys. Whenever you're dealing with cancer, you're truly dealing with a parasite, and you're dealing with cellular mitosis and cellular apoptosis. This is truly when the cells start undividing controllably. They start dividing controllably. I mean, literally, they start breaking themselves apart. Usually it's due to an intestinal fluke that literally gets inside of the mucous membrane lining and the Golgi apparatus of the blood cells and start eating out all the phytonutrients like the iron phosphate and the selenium and all of that out of the cells. So when you're dealing with cancer, you're dealing with cells that's not only dying at a rapid pace, but they're mutating. And not only are they mutating, they're not growing back normal. How your cells replace cells and supposed to replace themselves to be normal, they're replacing the same messed up cells. Now, why is this happening? This is happening because you're systemically backed up with mucus. You're systemically backed up with lymphatic fluid because your kidneys are not working properly. And it makes sense, brother, because that's why she peeing blood. She probably got too much nitrogen base or too much acids inside of her kidneys. Why is that? Because our kidneys is not filtrating all the metabolic waste that our cells are producing. This is what causes cancer. It's when the cell truly rots to all the metabolic waste that sits on top of the cells. And then not only that, you got this irritating ass parasite that's going through all the cells and eating all the phytonutrients that's keeping the cellular structure put together. Not only that too, high levels of estrogen. High levels of estrogen. That's what give growth to these tumors. Remember, estrogen is a hormone produced by what? Produced by the adrenal glands and the hypothalamus gland and the pituitary gland. This is your cell proliferator. These are what give growth to the cells. So anytime you're growing any type of tumor, whether it's benign or not, there's no such things. All tumors are cancerous. What are you talking about? You say it's an atypical benign tumor. What does that mean? It is cells that's uncontrollably dividing, cellular mitosis, which is called cellular mutation, that's agglomerating themselves together that creates a mass. That's called cancer. What you mean a benign tumor? It don't even make sense. They don't know what the hell they talking about. So what you need to do is truly, truly focus on her kidneys, brother. Focus on kidney filtration to get all of that metabolic waste out of her body. The only way to open up the interstitium or the interstitial fluid of her body is by getting that lymph moving, because she's backed up. She's backed up. She got a lot of toxins, a lot of poop from her cells on top of her cells, just sitting there, just breaking themselves down. It's kind of like putting water on steel. It's going to rust. And then after the rust, these rust create holes inside of the cells. So the cells just start breaking down. And now not new life is coming in because that same stagnant water is still sitting on top of the cell. That's the same thing that's happening to her. That same stagnant poop that the cells are producing or that the parasites are producing is steady, constantly sitting on top of the cells because they don't have no way to get to the kidneys by way of the lymphatic system because she's backed up interstitially. So we have to open up that interstitial airways to get that lymph moving properly. The only way to do that is through sweat, by way of bringing up the parathyroid and thyroid glands to raise the basal temperature to create that sweating mechanism, and by opening up her kidneys to get her to truly start eliminating all of this metabolic waste. That's the only way that this is going to happen. Now, you said she had problem eating, right? So if she had problem eating, don't make her smoothies. Smoothies still feel solid at sometimes. They still kind of thick. Make her nothing but juices. Get a juice extractor, get you some fresh juices and extract the whole thing, even down to the seed. Extract that whole fruit, all right? And give her juices and build her back up that way. That way, even if she is backed up interstitially, or even if she is backed up in her colon, see, the thing about fruit juices is it's going to take its course regardless because it's water. Water get through anything. Water get through all cracks unless you seal it. She don't have no type of seal inside of her digestive tract. That way she's still getting her phytonutrients. We got to quit looking at food like food is a big old hamburger, like food is a basket of fries, like food is a big old salad. That's not a salad. That's not food. Food is the phytonutrients. Once the stomach and the hydrochloric acid breaks it down, these little phytonutrients, these phytominerals that comes from the food and these simple amino acids that you can only see through a microscope. That's what the body taking in by the blood capillaries. It ain't taking in all these big things. That's why you poop. So we got to quit looking at food like it's a Baskin and Robbins and McDonald's or a big old soul food plate on a dinner table. That's not food. Once these foods are broken down, the very phytonutrients, the things you can't see with your eyes, is actually what the body takes to feed the cells of your body. So that's all she needs. She can get her food through simple juices, brother. She don't need no big old plate. She don't need all juicer. Put her on a liquid diet. That way she can get these things down and it won't feel like it's so fulfilling. And look, it'll start getting her cravings back too. But you got to start getting all that medicine up out of her. We got to cleanse her liver. So go after her kidneys, go after her lymphatic system, most definitely go after that liver. I mean, go after that liver like crazy, because the liver is the chemical factory of the body. It's meaning whatever chemical you put in the body, if it's a chemical, especially if it's a foreign chemical, guess what's going to take the hit? The liver and the kidneys, period. All right, it says, I saw you on a video on how cells work. So what can I give her to make her poop? She gonna need the GI super mover. Now, since she ain't, matter of fact, since she can't swallow right now because she can't poop, we need to do liquids like my digestive tonic, my digestive restoration tonic, my biomineral balance tonic, you know, my lymphatic stem tonics. We need to put her on an all liquid herbal protocol. She don't need to be on nothing solid at all. We ain't gonna give her capsules. We ain't gonna give her powders. We gonna literally liquefy everything. All right, that way the minerals can get inside of her body. She don't need food. She need minerals. Minerals is electrolytes. Electrolytes is food. That's what food is. It's these simple minerals and amino acids. That's food. All right, so that's what she needs. It says, I saw in a video how the cell works. I saw your video on how cells work and how can I make her poop? We took some strong stuff and she's on oxycodone right now. See, that's going to mess up her kidneys even more and her liver. That oxycodone will really jack you up along with other medication. Please help us. I made her smoothies with alkaline water. Again, stop her on the smoothies. That's still thick. I mean. Put her on nothing but liquids, liquid. It should taste just like water. It should be so liquefied. The texture should be like water when she's drinking it. You need a juice extractor, brother. Go out today if you can, because she got stage 4 cancer. We can't play around with this. Go out if you can, get her a juice extractor and literally start juicing and extracting the juices from the fruits and give her that. That way she getting all her phytonutrients. Now it's time to work on her digestive. The fruits gonna get her going anyways. Now, once you take my digestive restoration tonic, she most definitely gonna be going, or take them 3 bitters. That's gonna really put you on the toilet. But I don't even want to put bitters in her right away because she ain't even eating right now. She sure don't know you nothing too nasty. That's gonna totally turn her away. So I say get her my digestive restoration tonic. Right now, just to kick off, get them bowels opened up, get that stuff moving, and get her on a liquid diet, all juices. That way she can get the phytonutrients she needs for them blood capillaries can pick it up, and she can start feeding them cells again and start literally giving regeneration to her body. Regeneration is in fruits. Regeneration is in herbs, so she need that. All right. It says, I made her smoothies with alkaline water. She can't have foods with seeds in them. We give her Ensure, but it's not enough, of course, because Ensure is another synthetic made nutrients made by them. That's a stimulant. That's not the real thing. It's not good enough. What do we do? Sorry to keep on about it. I need help. I need help fast. Well, that's what I recommend. Brother, we're going to reach back out to you in the portal. And we're going to give you show you what you need. You need a whole protocol. And this protocol actually is going to be a liquid protocol. Would Cascara Sagrande tea help this situation? Jalen, yes, it would. It would. And that's one of the main components in my digestive restoration tonics. That's a good eye, brother. See, y'all learning. I love that. Y'all learning. So yes, that really would help her out a lot. That's going to get the bowels moving. The slippery and bark, the inner bark is going to strengthen up the bowel wall to keep it from prolapsing and things like that. But I don't know where the cancer at. She could have a tumor in her stomach for all we know. He ain't gave me that much detail. So what happened if the tumor is in her stomach? Then what we gonna do? How you gonna move around that? Now we got to work after. We have to think about literally giving her a feeding tube to bypass the tumor. Maybe the tumor is blocking and sealing up all this phytonutrients and the reason why she can't eat a poop. So it's so many different scenarios that can be taking place here, but we'll never know unless he literally give me all the information on her. I most definitely need her MRIs. I need her CBC chart, her complete blood work. I need her renal panels. I need everything you got on her. Upload it to the portal on the website. Go to the portal, log into the website. Once you get inside of your chat box, hit that little paper clip and upload all her paperwork. And let's get her going because it's stage 4 cancer. You know, we got to get on this immediately. This is nothing to play about. So I'm glad you reached out to us, brother. Glad you reached out to us. And Jalen, good, most definitely good call. Cascara Sagrande is very, very good. Pavana seeds are very, very good. There's so many things that you can use to purge that bowel. But you don't want to take these things and you say, what happened if she got a knot in her intestinal wall? You don't want that. You see what I'm saying? What happened if she got a tumor right in that transverse colon? You don't want that. What happened if she got a prolapse colon? You don't want that because these things, once you take it, it's going to back up. And you don't want to mess up that esophagus, mess up that cardiac sphincter. You can start messing up a whole lot of things because your digestive tract start with your mouth, then it ends at your anus. It's not just your intestines. Your digestive system starts soon as you put something in your mouth. Y'all see that? All right. Another question. It says, hello. I've been following you for several months and watching all of your videos as well as your lives when I can catch it. I have been learning a lot and enjoying everything. All praises, all praise. That's what I'm here for, y'all. I'm here to truly teach y'all and to help set y'all free. I am 60 years old with osteoarthritis. Osteoarthritis. Arthur, remember, rheumatoid arthritis or articulate. That's talking about the joints. Itis means inflammation. Osteo means bones. So it means literally she have arthritis, or she have inflamed connective tissue between her bones. So like what I'm doing right now is connective tissues between my wrist bone and my hand that I'm able to do this. How I'm doing this is literally connective tissue between my forearm and this arm right here. This connective tissue connected by my elbow. So all arthritis is when these connective tissues literally start getting eaten up because of acidosis, or there's too much metabolic waste between the joints. And inside that metabolic waste is acid anyway, and it start literally eating at the ligaments. It start literally eating at the connective tissue. Now, whenever you have a connective tissue issue, always know that it's acids that's there playing a major role. But what's in control of the connective tissue on the body? Huh? You got it right, family. The thyroid and the parathyroid, meaning that she had calcium problems too. See that? Now, notice when you deal with a lot of arthritis, it's because they have too much calcium. Well, where do calcium come from? Calcium is actually produced by what? The parathyroid. Through parathyroid. So we got to truly watch that. All right, now check this out, family. It says that she is 60 years old with osteoarthritis and hip replacement, showing why she had to have her hip replacement anyway, because her bones is getting eaten up. Now, what eat up things in the body? What burn things up in the body? What eat up things? What give life to the body and what take life from the body? Acid eats things up. Acid literally chew holes through your bones, chew holes through the cells of your body, chew holes through the blood of your body. Now, what gives the body life? What gives the body regeneration? Alkaline, things that are very in a high state of alkalinity. So this shows me right now, she's a 60-year-old woman with a bunch of acid. Her body has been given over to acidosis. So the acids are truly eating her body while she's alive. That's what's going on. Now, she's leaving cellular waste inside of her ligaments between her joints, and it's eating away at the endings of her bone. And this is the reason why she had to have a hip replacement. And she also has spinal stenosis, which is very, very painful. Okay, spinal stenosis. Now, this is an estrogen problem, because what happens with the spinal stenosis is you have cartilage around each of the spinal membranes, right? Each of the limbars. And what happens is this estrogen feeds. Remember, estrogen is what is a cell proliferator, meaning that it's going to give the cell growth. Estrogen is how a woman grows her breasts. Estrogen is how a woman widens her hips. Estrogen is what brings that mucus plug down and make that vagina cavity all warm and wet. You see that? That's estrogen. Estrogen is what's going to bring up the intrametrium lining of the cervix for she can start her periods. Estrogen is how she got her butt. Estrogen is how she get her growth. Estrogen is how she becomes mature. All right. So what happens is when that body start producing too much estrogen due to all the stuff they put in our foods, our waters, all this soy this, soy that, all this arsenic in the bottled water and everything we eating inside of produce and inside of these stores, it start growing cells uncontrollably. So whenever you looking at anything that have too much growth that's dealing with cells and tissues, estrogen name gonna be all on it, y'all. Estrogen name gonna be all on it. So with spinal stenosis, it's literally when the spine start to shrink due to the overgrowth of the connective tissue and the ligaments that's around the spinal column. It's growing so much that it start pinching the spinal cord and pinching the nerves because it's growing uncontrollably. Estrogen. So I can tell you right now, sister, you have an estrogen problem, which means you probably already been kicked off your menopause. You have a very, very strong estrogen problem, and you have way too many acids inside your body, sister, which means that you are probably producing way too much calcium, and that's what's calcifying these bones like that. And the breakdown of that calcium is literally creating metabolic waste between your cells of your ligaments and your joints, and that acid is just eating away at them. That's why it's so painful. First thing that you need to do, if I was you, sister, is I would get my lymphatic system moving, because remember, you're only dealing with two fluids here, y'all. You're dealing with blood and lymph. The blood feeds the cells of the body. The lymphatic system is what cleanses the cells of the body. Then you have the nervous system that communicates and tell the cells what to do by way of the central nervous system and your autonomic nervous system, which is your adrenal glands. So we need to go after the kidneys. This is a kidney problem. I know it don't seem like it because your kidney's not hurting. You feeling hurting all through your body. You feeling it in your spinal cord and you feeling it in your bones. But what's happening is you have so many acids on your bones that's literally chewing through, eating up your bones and eating up your calcium and all this metabolic waste that's sitting on top of your cells and sitting on top of your bones that because your kidneys are backed up. So we have to open up them kidneys. That's why I always say kidney filtration is the #1 key to healing, family. Without the kidneys filtering, you can't get rid of no disease. And you got to kill that damn parasite because that parasite go around pooping on your cells too. So now not only is you dealing with your own cell toxic waste, toxicity and waste and build up waste, metabolic waste, but you dealing with a parasite that's going around eating up your cells and shitting all on your cells. So you're dealing with two digestive problems here. Cellular constipation and diarrhea from a parasite that's living throughout your body that started in your intestines. You see that? So we truly have to open up them kidneys. You need to get on my intercellular cleanse ASAP. Get my intercellular capsules. You need to get my intercellular tinctures. I mean, you literally, if I was you, I would get my whole entire amino acid therapeutic package. You need level 1 because it's nothing to play with either. You're literally eating your bones up. And now it's your hip. Next is going to be the femur. Next is going to be this and be that. And then we're going to be walking around like we have robots. You see what I'm saying? So it's just truly time to get all these acids out of your body and get all too much calcium out of your body. So we're going to need to go after your glandular highway. We're going to have to go after that thyroid, that parathyroid. We got to go after that, clean all of that acid up out of there, tone and strengthen these glands because these glands is how you feel pain by way of the nervous system anyway. Your bones are not hurting. These are receptors due to the endings of your nervous system that's sending a receptor to your brain that say, hey, that hurt. Then you respond and say that hurt. You see what I'm saying? So we'll probably get you some valerian root to calm down that nervous system, calm down that pain, some CBD oil while you healing. And we need to go after them kidneys, them adrenals, go after that intestines. I mean, literally that small duct intestines, get that real good, get that cleaned out. Strengthen up your pituitary gland, your thyroid, and your parathyroid. So you would need a whole amino acid therapeutic package on all fruits. You shouldn't be on vegetables. And the lady with the cancer too, she shouldn't be on no vegetables. You shouldn't be on no vegetable juices. You need to be on all fruits. That's what's going to cool that body down. See, fruits are a cooler. That's what cool things down. And that's what you need because you're inflamed. That's why I say it's itises. Notice both of them, osis, itis, arthritis, stenosis, that's all of that inflamed. You're inflamed. You're very inflamed and you're backed up interstitially. So calm that down. Hydrate the body. You see a fire, what they do? They put water on it, right? So the reason why they putting water on the fire to put it out because they're hydrating the fire. You're inflamed. You're on fire due to your own acid produced by your own metabolic cellular waste. You see this? You see what I'm saying? So you need to put that out by hydrating the body. Fruits, nothing but fruits. That's what you need while you're on the herbal protocol. So that's what I recommend, sister. Make sure you reach back out to me and let's get you on healed on up. But that's what you're gonna need. The connective tissue. We're gonna have to go after that thyroid and parathyroid. That's what's in control of your calcium and your parathyroid. That's what builds up your connective tissue. We most definitely gonna have to go after your pituitary gland, your hypothalamus gland, all of that. You just need a whole body cleanse. We just need to bring your whole entire body into an alkaline environment. All right. Into an alkaline environment. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, this is another, and I'm hoping if y'all getting this so far, type in some 9s. If y'all getting this so far, type in some 9s and we'll keep going. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all understanding everything I'm talking about? Type in some 9s. Type in some 9s. Any questions y'all got? Saving for the questions and answers at the end because I don't see it. So many of y'all in here, I ain't gonna see them. Remember, we going live through 3 platforms right now. So right now, there's over 222 people in the room. So it's a lot of comments that's coming through that I can't see. All right, I'm glad that y'all getting this. All praise. All right, this one says, I am diabetic, type 2, insulin dependent. Okay, so we already know pancreas. Notice it's always these glands that's messing up. Pancreas. Due to a what? A pancreas fluke worm. Yes, Fasciolus busky. That's the worm that's dealing with the pancreas whenever you're dealing with diabetes. So we got to kill the parasite. We automatically go after that parasite first. Now, this is insulin dependent, right? Now, what do insulin plays a role in the body? Inside the pancreas, you have something called the islets of Langerhans. All right, the islets of Langerhans. Inside the islets of Langerhans, it produces something called beta cells. These beta cells produces the insulin. Insulin is nothing but a salt. It's a salt that brings the glycogen or the glucose down in the body. So if you're insulin dependent, that means you're not producing it because you have weak what? Islands of Langerhans. You have weak what? Beta cells is being produced inside the pancreas. What weakens the body, y'all? What weakens the body? What chews the body? What separates the body? What burns up cells? What separates cells? What dry out cells? What causes fatigue? What causes pain? What side of chemistry we dealing with, family? Somebody answer this. What side of chemistry is they on? What side? What environment is his pancreas in? That's right. Y'all got it right. An acid environment. Acidosis. All we dealing with. And a damn parasite, a fluke worm. See that? Okay, so y'all, look, they getting this. I love it. They learn. It says, I am diabetic type 2, insulin dependent, and I have all the things diabetics have. Can you recommend at least 3 products in order of importance that I can start with? And I am an old school brother. I'm 77. You an elder. 77 years old, and I want to be healthy. And I don't do no drugs. I don't smoke. None of that, etc. Thank you, brother. Oh, it's all good, brother. That's good. So you're already on a healthy start because you're not smoking and creating more acid inside of your body. Now, to understand diabetes and to understand what you got to do, the main diet you need to be on is fruits. I wouldn't do no vegetables because vegetables produces something called glucose. Well, guess what you need to regulate and to get your glucose and cellulose past the cellulose of a cell to feed it to the cells for you can start producing APT, or what they call adenosine triphosphate. So you need glucose to do that because only glucose can pass through the cellular wall. Only glucose. Fructose don't do that. All right. So you need insulin to bring it to the cellular wall. So, of course, you're not going to be able to feed the cells because your insulin is not producing. And this is why circulation stopped happening. This is why feet start falling off, toes get numb, toes become black and bruised, and you got to cut toes and fingers off. You got to cut legs off because there is no life being circulated by way of sugar. We need sugar. Guess what melanin is, y'all? Sugar. Black carbon crystal sugar. Guess what carbon is, y'all? Sugar. Black carbon crystal sugar. Melanin. Neuromelanin transmitters. By all these things we talking about is sugar. Carbon is sugar. So you need sugar. You cannot survive without natural sugar. I'm not talking about sugar cane. I'm not talking about bleach white sugar. I'm not talking about carbohydrate sugar. I'm talking about simple sugars, what we call monosaccharides, not polysaccharides or not disaccharides. A disaccharide would be maltose. See that? A disaccharide would be pentose. A polysaccharide will be a piece of damn bread. It's so many different sugars in there. Very complex. It will. Now, if you want to mess up your insulin, drink a soda pop. Polysaccharides, too many sugars. We need simple sugars, monosaccharides. All right. These are dealing with galactose, which comes from mama tit, mama breast. See that? Fructose, which comes from fruit. Then you got glucose, which comes from vegetables. But in diabetes, you can't use glucose because insulin is very, very, very important to get the glucose past the cellular wall because it have to penetrate through something called the mucous membrane cellulose. So insulin ain't going to work because he's insulin dependent. So how can I get inside the cells to give the cell life without using insulin? Guess what sugar do that, y'all? This is how I know what I be talking about is facts. The only sugar on planet Earth that passes through the cellular wall by way of conversion, see that, in cellular respiration, not by way of penetration, is fructose. Fruits. That's why when we put all of our diabetics on a fruit program, plus the herbs, they heal much quicker. Now, the first week, that sugar gonna shoot up. But that's just a little small risk we gotta take. I ain't never seen nobody, and how many diabetic patients we deal with?
I can't even count them.
You see what I'm saying? I ain't seen not one of them go through a diabetic coma. I ain't seen not one of them lose a leg, lose a toe. We ain't seen one of them die. We ain't seen none of that. And all of them was the brittle kind when they can't produce insulin. We didn't give them vegetables because the vegetables gonna kill them. That's what's going to send them into the coma. That's how they're going to lose the leg, because they are constantly raising up glucose, and it's not going to store up into glycogen or store up into a fat, because they don't have insulin that's produced by the islets of Langerhans, that's produced by the beta cells to penetrate the cells to give the cell sugar for what? Adenosine triphosphate. The whole body is created as a vehicle. The body, only thing the body need is water, oil, and fuel, which will be what? Food, water, and minerals. You're a vehicle. So you need fruit. So the first thing you need to do is go on an all fruit diet. All fruit diet, go on my website, look under kits and bundles, and you need to get my diabetic kit. My diabetic kit. We're going to go out there. We're going to kill all them fluke worms that's in your pancreas. We're going to strengthen up them beta cells inside of the islets of Langerhans and that medulla gland that's right inside that pancreas. We're going to get all of that up. We're going to strengthen that up. We're going to bring them sugars down. And then we're going to start producing insulin again, which, remember, insulin is a salt. Not only is insulin produced by that, but insulin is actually utilized by the adrenal glands. So what we got to go after? The adrenal glands and the kidneys. Now, again, why is all this happening? What's breaking down the cells in your body? Acids. Which what we deal with in every case. Acid, systemic acidosis, and a damn parasite. So we're going to kill the parasite. We're going to get them kidneys open, get them adrenal glands open, put you on an all-fruit diet that's going to cool down the body. Not only is it going to cool down the body and help get rid of the acids with the herbal botanicals and the electrolytes that's in the herbal botanicals, but what else is going to do? It's going to pass up the cellular wall because it don't need to do that. See that cellular respiration? This is a conversion. It's going to convert, and it's going to just end up inside of your cells to feed your cells the sugar it needs for you to have life and energy and be able to get oxygen and phytonutrients and iron phosphate and calcium triphosphate to the cells. You look up a month later, you don't have diabetes no more. You don't have diabetes no more. Dang. So look, that shows y'all that old fruit sugar myth is bull crap. Man, I got diabetes. I can't be on all fruits. Man, that's a crack of bull. How you think we healing diabetes? Hundreds and hundreds of cases through an all-fruit diet and herbal botanicals. See, these doctors been lying to y'all. These doctors been lying to y'all. Straight up, they don't know what the hell they talking about. I don't know who taught them, where they went to school at, but whoever wrote their curriculums is a slavery oppressors. These are oppressors that's made to keep us down, y'all. Because they straight teaching us flat out lies. And if anybody with the right common sense and the right technology and the right studies will find it. So I'm not knocking y'all because they keep the knowledge from us. But all you have to do is go into a laboratory and look at how the fructose get inside of a cell and look at how the glucose get inside a cell. Fructose don't need glucose or insulin to get in the cell. Period. Damn liars. All right. Let's keep it going. You said that's your response every time, huh, Paris? Yeah, they be straight lying, man. See, the sugar is going to raise my sugar. It's going to raise my sugar level, huh? How is simple amino acids, simple monosaccharides going to raise your sugars and worsen your diabetes? No, it's going to raise your sugar a little bit, but once the conversion take place, notice look, your blood start normaling out in 3 days. Our push blood was normal out in 7 days. I mean, look, we can go down the line. It's so many people that we done heal from diabetes. I mean, it's crazy. We done lost count of it because it's simple. We just make it hard because we be listening to our damn oppressors. Why would you listen to somebody that put you in slavery, beat you, chain you in half, put their penis inside of grown men's, called it breaking the buck, built prison systems for you, beat you down, burn you on a tree, hang you from your neck from a damn tree? But these are the same people that we go to heal us. Hey, you better get the hell out of here with that nonsense. You better get the hell out of here. I'm not finna go to my enemy and ask him to heal me. What type of sense does that make? It don't make no sense at all, family. We must love ourselves and start thinking smart here, y'all. It's not hard. This is very simplistic. Healing is very simple. We make it hard. Quit learning from the damn enemy. Only thing we need to be learning from our enemy is how to strengthen and be more combative and build up a bigger, stronger defense for our side of the team. Because war coming. That's the only thing we need to be learning. Period. Is learning their weaknesses, learning their strategies. See that we don't need to be learning how to heal ourselves from them. It's all lies. They telling you stuff that's gonna kill you. All you got to do is look at the death toll of the so-called Negro race. highest in diabetes, HIV, AIDS, sickle cell anemia, leukemia, breast cancer, chlamydia, herpes. Why is that? Make it make sense, family. That's what you need, though, brother. That's what you need. All right, we got another one. All right, this one says, I'm waiting to be accepted. I already accepted you. Hi, I filled out and signed the form and emailed it to you. I'm waiting on a reply. I would like to find out how to reverse multiple sclerosis. Now, multiple sclerosis is MS. What multiple sclerosis is when the immunological system literally has an immunological response and start eating the nerve system. It start eating up the nervous system. Now, why is it eating the nervous system? That's what we're going to get into once we start talking about this. But all multiple sclerosis is simply when the immune system, particularly the bone marrow cells, the bone marrow blood cells. It'd be a little of the thymus cells, but it's literally them bone marrows, them bloods, yeah. So that's what I call them bloods, not the treetop bloods, not them T's, not the thymus gland, but the bone marrow, man. They will come and whoop your butt. If you ain't supposed to be in that neighborhood, they will come get you. That's what produces the macrophages and all of that by way of the lymph nodes and the lymphatic system. Man, look, or the phagocytes. You ain't trying to mess with them. They come and eat you up alive. So what happens is with MS, literally the nervous system starts getting eaten and attacked by the thymus gland and by the bone marrow, because they're getting mixed signals on who to kill and who not to kill. Like if you look at it under a microscope, you would truly see a macrophage come out, right? It will bypass a foreign protein and go bite on the nerve. You be like, what the hell made it do that? It'll be a whole foreign protein invader right here that ain't supposed to be in a body. The macrophage will come, it'll look at that and literally turn and go eat the nervous system, start eating itself up. Why is that? Because the DNA, the instructions inside the DNA have been jumbled. They've been jumbled up. Why is that? Usually when you look at multiple sclerosis and stuff like that, it's severe arthritis. This is nothing but arthritis that went unchecked, y'all. But we're gonna get into it though. Let's read our whole thing. All right, so it says, I would like to find out how to reverse multiple sclerosis and polyp. I said that right? And polyp. And all polyp is a growth on the mucous membrane. That's all polyp is, a growth on the mucous membrane. Usually this happens inside the uterine wall, all right? Inside the uterine wall, where the endometrium is at. This is where your periods come from. Or sometimes it can develop on the outside of the uterine, or it can develop on the ovaries and become a cyst. But all this is growth. A growth on the mucous membrane. Now, whenever the mucous membrane have a growth on it, what is inside the mucous membrane? If anybody don't know, look this up. The mucous membrane is actually controlled. Somebody said, what happened? I'm still on, y'all. Let me know if I'm still on. Type in some nines if y'all can still hear me. Type in some nines if y'all can still hear me. Y'all know they be kicking me off. Am I still on? Check and make sure I'm still on. Let me know if I'm still on, y'all. Turn it up, maybe. Okay, yeah, I'm still on. Okay, that's probably just somebody. Not on YouTube. They kicked me off YouTube. Hold on, give us 1 second. Let's go to YouTube. Make sure they ain't kicked us off. Am I still? If anybody on my YouTube channel, anybody is live, listening to me live on YouTube, type in YouTube. Just say YouTube is good. Mm-hmm. Damn, they kicked me off YouTube. I knew it. Yeah. My bad, family. And it kicked me off YouTube, huh?
The people saying the screen was turning black earlier.
Is it back on? All right, I got some Dana on YouTube. Okay, we good. Let's get it. All right, cool. Y'all know they be messing with me. Hey, look, they hate this truth, boy. They asses hate this truth coming out.
But some people saying it's good.
No, I see it. That shit. YouTube is good. All right, let's get back to it. So polyp. Now we was getting back into polyp, and what polyp is literally growth that's on the mucous membrane of the uterine wall. Sometimes it be in the fallopian tubes, sometimes it be at the end of fallopian tubes. They call them ovarian cysts because sometimes it be on the ovarian. But notice it's not on the actual cell, it's always coming from the mucous lining of the cells. Well, the mucous lining or the mucosa membrane is made of glycoprotein. See that? That's why the hemorrhoid worm love to be inside the mucous membrane of the inner lining of the skin with herpes, because it's living throughout the mucosa membrane eating what? Glycoprotein. That's why when you get an IgG check for herpes, what are they checking? They're checking your glycoprotein antibodies. So what are we dealing with when we're dealing with polyp? We're dealing with too much glycoprotein buildup. What's building it up? You have a cellular receptor that's connected to the mucosa membrane that tells that mucus lining when to get thick and to get watery or to when to get thin, for you can get progesterone in to give you periods. What are we dealing with? Estrogen. Estrogen again. Look, all of these are estrogen problems. I need to just do a video truly teaching y'all. And I know I did one of them, but I need to do another one. I need another one truly showing y'all how progesterone and estrogen really works, y'all. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, but we're going to get into that. All right, so we're dealing with an estrogen problem due to the mucosa membrane, and all of that glycoprotein is literally agglomerating itself together, creating these cysts that's on the inside of your cervix, on the outside of your cervix. So we need to break these things away. Now, how do we break these things away? First, you have to clear up the healing path. Now everybody's saying I got a black screen.
It was black. That's what they were saying.
Is it still black, y'all? I might have to log out and come back in. Go back to now. They're saying I got a black screen. What the hell does it say? Look at that number, 144. A lot of people done left the room too. 144,000, huh? Okay, y'all still on. Okay, that's probably. Y'all? Man. So they say I'm good on one of my Facebooks. Go back to now. They saying I got a black screen.
Okay, this Facebook.
It's all good. I'm just gonna go live. If whatever we miss, we just redo it or something. Come on, let's do it. It's all good. You can turn it off. Ania, what you looking at? Queen, what you see on there? What she say? King, the screen is fine. That's their devices. Okay, Ania, say it must be y'all devices, y'all. All right, we ain't gonna stop again, y'all. We just gonna keep it going, rolling through. All right, so that's what's truly going on. So the best way to truly heal you gonna need wild yam root. See what that wild yam root do? That wild yam root is like this is your authentic and your natural progesterone. Wild yam root. This is, look, guess how they make synthetic progesterone? They make it through wild yam root. So you need a lot of wild yam root tea. If I was you, I'd most definitely get on my amino acid week 1 and 2 protocol and start off there. We don't need to get you a big one because these are usually turned around real quick because these growths don't be big at all. It ain't like we dealing with a big old cyst or a big old thyroid or a big old tumor. You literally just dealing with proteins built up inside of the mucous membrane. The mucous membrane is very, very easy to flush out. And the good thing, we're not dealing with a parasite in this case. We're literally dealing with proteins that's being stimulated by the estrogen, which means that you don't have enough progesterone. Feel your breasts. Is one breast very bigger than the other? Is one of them small? Or like you can literally start and check your discharges. Is your discharges yellow or they're clear? You see that? Do they have a milky substance to them? And that's going to let you know how much of that glycoprotein and how much estrogen you truly producing. So the best thing to do is holler at me inside of the portal. One of the staff members will get to you and we'll create you a whole protocol to handle this problem. All right. We'll get you a whole protocol together. All right. Now this one says shalom. Shalom. Yaki came to Augusta, Georgia a couple of weeks ago. Man, it was beautiful there. Hey, y'all treated me, man. Look, that Southern hospitality is, man, amazing. For real. Shouts out to Morris. Shouts out to Isaiah King, my brother, my beloved brother. Shouts out to Elder Art, man, his wife Avia. I mean, look, I had a amazing time down there, man. Shouts out to all of y'all, for real. I can't wait to come back. It says Yaki came to Augusta, Georgia a couple weeks ago, and we were intrigued. My wife have ovarian cancer. See that? Estrogen again.
Yep.
Look, everything we've been reading is estrogen. Showing y'all that the chemical warfare, they putting this shit in our waters, our food. This stuff gotta be everywhere, y'all, because why is everything I'm reading talking about estrogen? Whenever you see ovarian anywhere, we dealing with an estrogen problem. But let's just read what she's talking about. He's talking about his wife. My wife have ovarian cancer and chemo is slowly taking her quality of life away. First thing I would do, I can't tell you this over these airways because we're not in our private portal, but if it was me If it was me, I would not be on no type of chemotherapy, because what that chemotherapy is going to do is going to burn up all the other cells of our body. See that the good things about herbal botanicals and the good thing about fruits is they actually have cellular markers. They have markers, they have receptors, they know what to go out. They like the macrophages and like the phagocytes and the lymphocytes. They know which cell to go after unless they're giving mingled and jumbled DNA instructions. But this, see, you have something called curcumins, you have something called flavonoids, you have something called tannins. These things are inside of your herbs. These things are actually inside of your fruits. So you take them and they go after what they need to go after. They sense things that's unnormal in the body and then they kill them. You see what I'm saying? So chemotherapy don't do that. Chemotherapy just burn the whole damn body, period. Burn all the cells of your body. And you already backed up and your kidneys ain't working. That's going to lessen your kidney function and your kidney filtration. So guess what? Not only do your cells are pooping on top of each other. Not only do you got poop on top of your cells, but you got all of this debris from the chemotherapy sitting on top of the poop that's sitting on top of your cells. So what's that's going to do? That's going to leave a glucose ash. Now, this ash is not alkaline because you done suck all the iron phosphate up out of this glucose. You done suck all the calcium triphosphate out of this glucose. So this glucose is left with what? Phosphorus and nitrogen base. That's going to burn the hell out of you. So now you're burning your cells 10 times more than what you were already burning them due to your own cellular waste because you let them give you chemotherapy and radiation. Do y'all get the science of that? Do y'all understand what's going on? Chemotherapy is assassination, y'all. That is literally a liquid death. Radiation. All of these, look, they have given these doctors license to kill. For real. If you go and try this in any court, if it's a sensible judge there that love the people, that love earth, and that love nature, he will put all they asses under the jail for hundreds of years because they've been killing millions of our people for hundreds of years with this stuff. I mean, look, this chemotherapy is so damn deadly. Have you known anybody that died from cancer?
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know one case where somebody died of cancer. What do people die of?
They died of chemotherapy, radiation.
The treatment of cancer.
They burning their cells alive.
They dying from the treatment of cancer. I don't know one person that died from cancer. I know hundreds of people that died from the treatment of cancer. And you don't treat cancer. You reverse it. You heal it. I wish I could say y'all C word. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense. So let's read this. I'm getting pissed off, y'all. My bad. It says ovarian cancer. Chemo is slowly killing her quality of life away. She have since ordered the 3 bitters off the website, but we like to fight it naturally. What is the best course of action? The 3 bitters is good to start off with. You know, the 3 bitters is a good thing to start off with. But whenever you're dealing with ovarian cancer like that, to be backed up like that, that's right. Notice how close them ovaries is to the kidneys. You see that? We have to start doing this too. All my healers out here, all my students out here. Notice most definitely when you start getting into the anatomy of the body and getting into healing certain parts and systems of the body, see which organs are closer to or the organs, because these organs will be directly connected to these other glands and organs, and it will all be affected. Your ovaries is right by your kidneys. You see what I'm saying? Your ovaries is right by your adrenal glands. So we're gonna have to hit this whole system. Now the thing is, she's been on all these chemotherapy doses. So what we're gonna have to do is we gotta go in and get that liver cleansed out, because that's where all the chemotherapy chemistry is being stored at. Because remember, your chemical factory, your chemical storehouse is your liver. So we got to clean out that liver, get all of that stuff out that liver. We got to clean that blood, get all that acid and chemotherapy out of there. We have to open up the kidneys. The only way we're going to get them kidneys open and filtering is by way of the adrenal glands, because the adrenal glands is the pump to the kidneys. I tell y'all this analogy all the time. A fish tank. If you look at a fish tank, you got the fish tank, you got the water, right? How do you filter the water? The fish tank is the kidneys, right? That's the kidneys. The water is the lymphatic fluid, right? That pump that you put on the fish tank is the adrenal glands, y'all. So your adrenal glands is the pump to the kidneys. I need to filter this water for it won't be built up with algae or what we call acids and stuff like that. We just using this as an analogy, y'all. So I have to keep the pump plugged in the wall to keep the water from getting nasty. That way it don't kill the fish or the cells. You see that? So how do we get the kidneys truly filtrating? Turn on the pump, the adrenal glands, by way of melanin neurotransmitters. So we got to get that turned on first. So we have to go after the adrenal glands. We have to go after the kidneys to tone and strengthen them, to get them to relax, to get them renos open up, especially that renal valve. Whenever you get into that renal artery, that's a very tough artery. Once it closes, it's stubborn. It like to stay there. That's why a lot of people take a long time to get the kidneys actually opened up. You see that? Go after them kidneys, hawthorn berries, hydrangea root, especially with that hydrangea root. All right. Once we get the kidneys open up, now we can focus on going on the lymphatic system full blast. Once that lymphatic system open up, now we got mucus and we have cellular waste being alleviated and eliminated from the body. Now you start seeing that the cancer or these tumors that's on the ovary start leaving. But let's not forget estrogen. Estrogen and parasites is what we're dealing with. All right. Estrogen is a proliferator, which means that it gives growth to each cell in the body. Whenever you have uncontrollable growth due to a cell in your body, estrogen is right behind it. She is always that wicked woman behind it doing something with her. Doing something. She always want to make things grow. She always want to take things out of control. See that? But progesterone, she that perfect woman. She that Proverbs 31. She gonna be speaking nothing but good things to estrogen, and she gonna calm it down and bring that balance. So you need progesterone too. See that? Progesterone is gonna cut. Look, this is how amazing progesterone is. If you cut yourself right now, right, and you start bleeding, estrogen is happening because you're bleeding. It's pushing and growing and pushing blood out the cells. Guess what's gonna stop that bleeding? Gonna stop and form the blood clot. Progesterone. You see that? So we need progesterone. So that's what you truly need. Truly need. Now, I want to show y'all something. So once a month, this is how ovarian cancer actually happened. Y'all write this down because I'm going to tell y'all something I never really told y'all. Y'all write this down. Let's get into this too. And this is for another lesson, but since we're dealing with this case. So you have something called the corpus luteum. All right? The corpus luteum. Okay, each month from the first day to like the 8th day, the woman body produces a lot of estrogen, right? The reason why the woman needs estrogen is because estrogen is going to widen her hips. Estrogen actually so you have something called the endometrium. The endometrium is the cervix. The cervix actually look like this. Then you have horns on top of the cervix that they call fallopian tubes. Then you have little antennas with balls on them called the ovaries. These are the ovaries, okay? Now inside of the cervix wall every month, which is called the endometrium, all right, what happens is estrogen get produced by the hypothalamus gland and by the pituitary gland, right? By way of the adrenals. What this estrogen does is it literally starts giving growth to all the cells inside of the body, inside of the uterine, to get her ready for ovulation. Now, the reason why estrogen is important is because without estrogen, you cannot grow eggs. Well, where do the eggs grow? On the woman's reproductive organs, the ovaries, right? Now, so when estrogen get produced, it literally sends estrogen to the ovaries. The ovaries start reproducing these eggs. Now, once the egg get released from the ovaries, the fallopian tubes have these little villi fingers, these little creepy ass fingers, right? And it literally grabs a hold of the eggs and it pulls it from the ovary. Whenever it pulls it from the ovary, it pops that ovary open. So now the ovary starts to bleed, right? So now, since the ovary starts to bleed, you have something called progesterone. Because remember, what progesterone do? It stops the bleeding. So progesterone, it comes and it sits on top of that ovary because the ovary had to be opened by getting pulled by the fallopian tubes to pop the egg out. Well, each month, a blister forms on your ovary. Now, the reason why I'm saying this because this is very important because she have ovarian cancer, meaning she have a tumor on her ovaries, right? All right. Now, each month, this thing is called corpus luteum. Look it up. CORPUSLUTEUM. Look it up, y'all. Each month, a blister forms on the ovary. And inside of this blister is full of progesterone because it has to heal the ovary back up for next month. for you can reproduce an egg. Your fallopian tube can get them little fingers to pull the egg again to see if you're going to get pregnant. You see that? Now, you'll constantly form these blisters, but even though your progesterone level is working and it's causing a blood clot, you are still you're still producing too much estrogen. So what is estrogen going to do to this blister that's on the ovary? Huh? Remember, estrogen grows cells. It's a proliferator, right? So it's going to grow the hell out of that blister. It's going to keep feeding it and keep growing it. Now that blister that was supposed to be used as good progesterone for the body has become a mass tumor because estrogen is constantly growing it with your metabolic waste in cells. So these dead blood cells are getting agglomerated. Now you have ovarian what? Cancer. If y'all truly understood that, type in some hundreds. Give me some hundreds. If y'all understood that. Thank you, Abu Musa. Midrick typed it up. See, look, y'all, this how you know I'm not lying. He just put it all on there for y'all. I'm not lying. This is how cancer is created in the reproductive part. You're dealing with a parasite and you're dealing with estrogen buildup from the stuff we eating. So now, since we understand how she formulated this cancer on the ovary, since we got a clear picture on how it got there, now let's reread it and we're going to tell her how to get rid of it. You get all that? Okay, I'll pray. All right, let's read it again. Shalom Yaki came to Augusta, Georgia a couple weeks ago, and we were intrigued. My wife have ovarian cancer, and chemo is slowly taking her quality of life away. She have since ordered the 3 bitters off the website, but we like to fight it naturally. What is the best course of action? The first thing I would do is I would stop all the estrogen. She shouldn't be eating nothing but what? Family. What fruit? Dang, I didn't gave it up. What fruit do I recommend? I'm gonna say what diet do I recommend, but I didn't told y'all already. We're gonna put her on an all fruit diet. All right, because guess what? If you can find fruit without pesticides, without herbicides on it, you just found a fruit without what? Estrogen. You see that? And a fruit that's full of progesterone that's produced by the hypothalamus gland and the pituitary gland. Put on an all fruit diet. Yes, berries and grapes, but we're gonna go with the grapes, y'all. Who said grapes? Who was that? Angela Webster. That's what we're going to go with. Isis, them berries are very, very good, Queen. That's what we're going to follow up with. But we need the stringe. We're trying to pull that down. We're trying to pull that. We're trying to look. We're literally trying to bust them agglomerated cells off that ovary. We want to bust them too much. We just want to pull in the stringent, let them pop off. You see that? Because we're trying to get all that estrogen and all that metabolic dead blood cellular waste out of that ovary. That's what the cancer. So the best astringent plant on the human earth that produces a fruit is grapes. So we're gonna put her on a grape fast. She need to be on at least a 12-day grape fast. That's look now, Zakil Leak. The melons are good, but remember the melons are for rebuilding the body. See, we're not worried about rebuilding the body right now. See, we literally needs to pull in the strings. We're gonna rebuild that body once that because you don't want to rebuild. Because look, guess what's all in your melons? Estrogen. Because I mean, your rebuilders, your cell proliferators, they bring life and rebuilds the cell. So we're gonna slow down on that melon just a little bit. We're gonna slow down on them grapes a little bit too. Now, no, I mean not them grapes, but them berries. Them berries is gonna attack that nervous system. Them are your oxygenators. They're gonna bring all the antioxidants to bring life to the cell. But before we start trying to feed the cell life and rebuild the cell, remember it's a big ass tumor sitting on the ovaries. We need to shrink that tumor. Grapes, we need to pull. 3 bitters, which is she ordered. Very good idea. 3 bitters is going to pull the hell out of that tumor. You see what I'm saying? My amino acid therapeutic package, level 1, is full of pullers and rebuilders, but we got to set up into certain weeks. The first week is all pulling, all cleansing. You see that? That's week 1 and 2, all pulling, all cleansing. Week 3 and 4 is pulling and cleansing, but now we starting to add in some cell proliferators, some builders. See that? Week 5 and 6 is nothing but pull, cleanse, and rebuild all together. But the last days of that is nothing but rebuild. So the grapes are first, then we're gonna follow the grapes with the berries, and then boom, once the herbs start working, and we see that ovarian cyst is leaving and them cancerous cells is leaving out of them kidneys by way of the lymphatic system. Now we can get our own melons and start rebuilding. Look, y'all are straight learning. Look, they on here straight learning though. They melons, berries, red grapes. Man, this let me know that y'all truly be listening though. All praises, man. Look, I got a smile on my, y'all might see my missing tooth if I smile too hard. That's how happy I am right now. All praises. All praises. So the first thing we're going to do is We're gonna get off estrogen, put on an all-fruit diet that we can avoid all of this estrogen and put on a predominantly progesterone diet. Not only that, we're gonna give her herbs that's predominantly progesterone. You see that? So we're gonna modify her package just a little bit, but it's gonna be the amino acid therapeutic package level 1. That's what you're gonna need. And look, we get you turned around in no time. Now, if it was me, I can't say this on this platform, but on my website, I will tell you. But if it was me, this is what I can say since we live on YouTube and Facebook and all of that. I would not let them give her no more chemotherapy. If it was me, I would refuse all chemotherapy. I would refuse all of their pseudo-pharmaceuticals, all of their radiation, all of their medicine. The ovarian cyst is not going to kill her. The ovarian cancer will not kill her. What's going to kill her is what they putting inside of her body. You see that? Now, long-term cancer uses, like 20 years in, of course, once your cells get that much, the mucous membrane set in and then kidney failure set in and you die. But you didn't die of cancer, you died of kidney failure. See that? So cancer can cause kidney failure and you can die of kidney failure. But scientifically, nobody on the planet Earth have ever died from cancer, y'all, period. Now, it's people that had cancer that died from kidney failure. Just like an HIV patient, a full-blown AIDS patient. You never die of full-blown AIDS. You die because your respiratory system, the adrenal glands, literally shuts down. AIDS didn't kill you. It was the adrenal glands. So we got to start being scientific and specific here. You see what I'm saying? So that'll get you. Let's hear you on up, though, sister. Let's hear you on up. Man, there's so many questions, boy. All right, how long have I been live?
It's 19.
All right. I might not be able to get to y'all questions today because I have a whole lot of stuff I got to do after this. All right, this one, it says, appreciate you. Keep your sister lifted up. I'm about to dive in on this cleanse. That must mean you done got your herbs, all praises. What do you think about turpentine gum for parasite removal? Have you ever heard of this? Yeah, sister, I know you ain't been watching me for a long time because I be going in on that turpentine. That's the most bull crap ever. You know that turpentine reminds me of garlic. You see that? That turpentine reminds me of antibiotics. It's good to start off. It will kill some parasites, but it leaves so much sulfur inside of your intestinal wall. It leaves so much sulfur inside of your blood. I mean, so much sulfur. And that sulfur, not sulfate, which is the conversion of sulfur to iron trophorophytes, just like iron. Iron is bad for you. Iron oxide will kill your ass, but iron phosphate is good. See that? Calcium will kill you, too much of it, but calcium triphosphate is good. See that? We need the conversion of these things by way of plants. Minerals straight from the soil is bad for you. Minerals that's been converted by plants and then you eat them are good for you. Okay? Turpentine is not like that. Turpentine is straight from the soil. Straight up. So you don't really want turpentine because it's gonna leave so much sulfur inside of your blood and so much sulfur inside of your small bowel duct. And we've been cleansing a lot of people from that. Notice the buildup ring and the nerve ring to give you around the iris in iridology. I love iridology, y'all. That's how we read a lot of cases through your eyes. You will see a lot of sulfur rings around the eyes. And 9 times out of 10, if they haven't taken antibiotics, which is killing all their good bacteria, which is the same thing turpentine does, it kills all the good bacteria inside your body. You need bifidobacteria. That's what's going to help you eat acids. Bacteria is not a bad thing, y'all. We all antibiotic. Everybody's scared of bacteria. You should be scared of these damn viruses and these damn fluke worms. Bacteria is good. Even some bad bacteria is good because guess what it's going to do? Bacteria is microorganisms. They love to eat acids. I would love to have some good bacteria in me, especially if I'm full of acidosis. That's what's in the bitter one, a lot of good natural bacteria. So turpentine or turpentine, hydroperoxide, oxygen therapy, all of these things, antibiotics, I could put all these things in the same list of chemotherapy because they don't only get rid of the problem, they get rid of the good cells too. So, man, all that sulfur is bad. So I'm against turpentine. Now, for extreme measures, if somebody dying and stuff like that, we probably do that real quick. Just like if somebody's in a worst case and got 6 days to live or something like that, which we can never know that. But say that you got a week to live. We're gonna say, you know what? We finna put you on some garlic, some turpentine. We're gonna put you on all the stuff that we gonna put you on all the stuff we know gonna get the job done because it's drastic measures at the time. But I'm not gonna put you on all this stuff that's gonna have longer problems. You have worse problems at the end than when you taking it. Yeah, it worked, But now you done killed all the damn good bacteria in your body. So now you keep having VB. Now you keep having bacterial infections. Now you keep having a UTI. Now you have a yeast infection every week because you don't have any bacteria eating up all the fungus because you got so much damn sulfur inside your body feeding all the fungus, feeding all of the mold, feeding all of the sulfur inside of your body. If y'all get that, type of some nines. I know I be talking too much. If y'all get that, type of some nines, we'll keep it pushing. We'll keep it pushing. Let me know if y'all got that. Type in some nines, we'll keep it going. Does the good bacteria kill the bad bacteria? Ooh, my boy Raisin Bay. Hey, look, right? You just asked a very, very good question. Look, so Raisin Bay just asked, does the good bacteria kills the bad bacteria? I'm finna tell you something that's very, very controversial. What happened if and I got proof of this. What happened if the good bacteria and the bad bacteria is the same damn bacteria? Due to the condition of your body is what makes it good or bad. Just like mucus. Mucus is a defense, but if too much of it is produced to the body, it will suffocate the cells. Because from my research and from my clinical studies and trials, there's truly no such thing as good bacteria and bad bacteria. You see that? It's just a role it play from the environment in the mental state and the physical state of your body. You see that? Because that same, look, the same bacteria that we call bad bacteria is responsible that's inside of the villi of the duodenum, inside of your small intestinal bowel, that's at the end of the blood capillaries that literally takes your phytonutrients and give it to your blood. You see that? When it turns bad, this is the same bacteria that eats your body back down to dust when you die. Did the bacteria change or did the behavior of the bacteria change? The behavior. So there's no such thing as good bacteria and bad bacteria. The bacteria is the same bacteria. It's the behavior due to your body's conditions. Y'all get that? If y'all got that, type of some nines. See, look, this is why I like that y'all asking questions that's making me go in places I've never been before. This is what we need. What we having right now is an intellectual conversation. This is mentally right here. I love this. Y'all keep asking stuff like that. These are the type of questions I need, family. Questions that our people have never heard. Love it. I love it, y'all. Y'all keep it up. Keep it up. All right. Here go another one, y'all. Hello. I've been watching your YouTube videos, and your videos are full of information and very inspiring. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Appreciate you. My story is that I'm currently on chemotherapy for ovarian cancer. However, I expected the treatment. Listen, here go another. This is what you were talking about. It's two of them. Here go another ovarian. Man, we got to get our people healed, man. Damn. We got another ovarian cancer case, y'all. I hate it, man. I just hate it. I've been watching your videos on YouTube. Videos are full of information and very inspiring. My story is that I am currently on chemotherapy for ovarian cancer. However, I accepted the treatment out of fear. And that's what they do. These fear tactics, man. These fear tactics. Does the DNA play a role in the bacteria? Yes, it does, Zakil. It plays a major, major role. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yes, it does. Remind me that you asked me that, though. Man. It says my head. Look, check this out. So they scared her into getting chemotherapy, y'all. All right. My doctor told me at my last meeting that I would need some form of chemo for my life because of the aggressive nature of the ovarian cancer. See, these devils, they always say that. Oh, the cancer is aggressive. The cancer ain't damn, or the cancer spread. How do a cancer spread? Well, it got legs? It got legs or something? They be lying, y'all. The cancer have what they call it? Metastasized. What do you mean? It was already weak parts inside of that part of the body. The cancer always been there. Cancer don't spread, y'all. That's another big lie. If it pop up somewhere else, it means it's been there. Now, if they do catch it moving, it's only moving by way of what? The lymphatic system. Notice the names of cancer. Lymphanoma. Oh, that means it's in the lymph, huh? You see that? Notice the names of cancer. It's all talking about the lymphatic system. So if your lymphatic system, if your cancer is so-called spreading and it's through the lymphatic system, that means the body is trying to heal itself, because the only way it can get through the kidney is by way of what? the lymphatic system. By way of what? The lymph nodes. Well, what's inside the lymph nodes? Phagocytes, lymphocytes, macrophages, and good bacteria. Ooh-wee. They don't want to tell you about this, but they're going to give you antibiotics to kill all your good bacteria. They're going to give you chemotherapy to kill your good cells, your bad cells, and your bacteria.
No, they're going to take your lymph nodes out.
Right, and they're going to take it, right. First thing they do is take your lymph nodes out. They're going to alleviate the whole problem. Well, we know this is their way to heal, so let's just take their whole first defense line away. Because guess what's inside them lymph nodes? The phagocytes, the lymphocytes, and the macrophages, the T cells and the B cells. These are where they at, literally thinking of a thinking plan and strategy to win the war inside of your body. They go and take your military hubs out of your body. We got to start thinking, family. We got to start thinking. All right. It says, I would need form of chemotherapy, the aggressive nature of the ovarian cancer. The side effect of chemotherapy drugs, Avastin. Oh, yeah, you got it. Look up all the cases they got on Avastin, y'all. Yeah, get off that. If that was me, I would get off that ASAP. That's a straight killer drug. They actually cutting checks for this right now. It's high blood pressure, I know. And it's going to mess up your kidneys too if you keep it up. It's high blood pressure, which I have over the last month. Never had this issue. That's because the chemotherapy is killing you slowly, sister. We're gonna make sure we contact you, okay? Never had this issue before. Long story short, I can tell you that this chemotherapy is breaking my body down. I'm not making this up, y'all. It says it right here. Look, tell them how we getting these questions. That way they don't think we just, The
questions come through our email or our chat line or any form of communication that, you all have. So they're real questions.
These are real questions from real people, y'all. Look, this is how I know y'all learn. She feel it. She say, long story short, I can tell that this chemotherapy is breaking my body down and my body does not feel like it's the same body. Because it's not, sister. Mind you, I have days of vomiting. That's the chemotherapy. I can't eat. Remember, we was talking about this with her mother. Remember that first, I know what I'm talking. I know what I'm talking about. It suppresses your appetite. Remember the brother and his mom at the beginning of this video? She couldn't poop and she didn't have a desire to eat. She couldn't eat anything because these drugs suppresses your appetite. Boy, I can't eat or drink. Then it's time for the next round of chemotherapy. Today I ordered the 3 bitters. However, is these the same people then? Because she's saying today she ordered the 3 bitters. I wonder if this is the same people.
It was 2 different messages though.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the same situation then. I want to know what you recommend for detoxing my body off this chemotherapy and restoring my cells and ultimately my body. Thanks in advance for your assistance. Okay. Well, I think that you are the wife to the king that was talking about his husband. I think you heard. So I just answered that a couple minutes ago, sister. But we're gonna reach out to y'all though. Let me make a note. I'm making it now, that way I won't forget. Reach out to family. All right, we're gonna reach out through the portal, through the chat. All right. How many more I got? Man, I got so many more. Look, y'all. We ain't got no time, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna have to get back to these. I'm gonna make sure I keep this on my desk. That way, I'll get back to these. Forgive me, family, if y'all was looking to get these questions answered and I ain't get to them. I'll probably try to go live tomorrow. If I have time, I'll probably even go live tomorrow, y'all. If I got time. If not, Yahweh Razon, which means Yahweh willing, I'll come back at y'all next week and we'll get at y'all. All right. I got time for what time is it?
It's 9:22.
All right, I got time for 2 questions, y'all. 2 questions. 2 questions, y'all. All right. 2 questions. All right, this is what I want to answer because look, and I'm glad you said that, Mr. George 816. My next question was actually what you asking now, so I'm gonna answer these 2 in 1. So let me read that. All right, let me read that. This says stage 3 kidney failure. I was diagnosed with stage 3 kidney failure. What do I need to heal this? So he said I am on dialysis and I'm trying to get off. Please, what you need to do? You need to check your Bun's number. Check your Bun's number. Check your GRFI number. See your kidney filtration number. Check your creatinine and see what the level's at. We literally need that deal at 1. And the higher it go, the more and more you're into your kidney stage of failure. Now, what stops the kidneys from filtering? What blocks the kidneys? What breaks the kidneys down? What breaks the kidneys down is proteins, nitrogen-based atoms. You see that? Protons. Not electrons, not electrolytes. That's what heal the kidneys. The protons or the proteins is what breaking the kidneys down. You need to be on an all fruit diet, period. They're already cleansing your blood probably several times a week. So fruit. All right. Fruit. What you need to do is we have to create the environment that your spleen is not doing for your kidneys and that your kidneys are not doing for itself. All right. So the best thing we can do is clean up the blood. Now we need to tonify and work on the kidneys. The only way to work on the kidneys is what I've been telling y'all. We have to go after the adrenal glands, which means your blood pressure is probably out of whack and you probably got some form of diabetes, showing y'all that all diseases is the same diseases. It's all cause and effect, y'all, period. So what we're going to do is we're going to go after these kidneys. We're going to go after these adrenal glands, and we need to work on the lymphatic system, okay? We got to. Now, since your kidneys are down and you're not filtrating, you got to still get rid of this metabolic waste while you're healing. You need to make sure that you're in that sauna sweating. Sweat. Even buy a sweatsuit if you need. Make sure you don't buy it with that neuropene cancer-causing chemical that's in it. Make sure you find a natural one and sweat, because your skin is your third kidney. You see that? While you doing that, you need to be on some hydrangea root tea to the heart, going after the glandular highway, getting all them acids and all them proteins out of that kidney and cleaning that GI tract. Anybody that's on there, I have something called the kidney and adrenal kit that's on my website. It's $300. It's a big old kit, $300 on the website. That's what you should start off on. Start off on that and change your diet to an all-fruit diet immediately. Once they start seeing that, when you go to dialysis and they check your blood and check your filtration rate, they're going to say, dang. Then that's when they start recommending that you only come once a week. Then once we get down to once a week, you just going to go for, what they call it when they in the military, when they just leave.
I can't
AWOL. Yeah. After that, then that's when we go for AWOL. They come looking for you, don't even know where you at because you don't need their ass no more. But that's how we going to do that, family. Get in contact with me on the website, www.yakiawaken.com. Holler at me in the chat, and we can get you off the dialysis. We do that all the time. That's nothing. I got one more, family. One more. Okay, we're going to do Paris because it's another one. Why would someone lose their appetite on a cleanser detox? Because the body literally shuts down the digestive system for most of the energy can be used to regenerate the cells. I mean, that's simple and plain, Paris. Sometimes your body have all of these healing mechanisms in them called receptors, cellular receptors. So when you're healing and your body needs to heal, look, notice this. How do you find out that your dog is sick? It stopped what? Eating. And then when it do eat, what do it eat? Grass. You see that? It stopped eating all foods, but it started eating herbs. See that? So your body have a natural fasting mechanism to any type of sickness. Notice that. The last thing be on your mind is eating food because all the energy inside of your body is focused on healing. It's focused on healing. That's literally what it is right there. That's what it is.
Even when you get a simple cold, you
you don't be wanting to eat nothing. You don't be having a taste and everything. That's just the body healing mechanism, Paris. Good question, though. Very, very good question. So, look, I know I was not able to answer everybody's question. All right. Hopefully, I'll be able to get to y'all. If y'all want me to talk about these things, everything I do, all you have to do is sign up to the website. It probably take up to 3 days to be accepted. Make sure you got your full government name. Make sure your signature is readable, and we accept you. You can ask all your questions there, and we'll answer your questions on these live feeds if we don't have time to get to you in the chat. All right. I love y'all indeed in the truth. Y'all my family. I want to see y'all heal. Remember, you deserve healing. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be pain-free. You are a child of God. All right? You're a child of God. You deserve that. You deserve to have quantity and quality of life. All right? So let's heal on up. Peace, love, and healing, family. Peace.